Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is August the 16th, 2024. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about TNA because we found out another two guys that will be in the Ultimate X match. We had a great World Championship match, and we had a whole bunch of crazy things happening. Before we get to this, before I forget, AEW announced next year's All In's location. It will be in Texas. So All In is done with the UK stuff next year, so it's going to be in Texas. They just announced it, I think, yesterday, and it's going to be happening. So that's interesting to see what's going to happen there, but that's in next year. We're talking about this year's All In Wembley Stadium. So we will find out what's happening over there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one segment, right? We have one segment on TNA. And it was a big segment for Matt Cardona. So Santino came out and he called out Matt Cardona. He gave him an option because, like Matt Cardona says, he's a free agent, right? He's an indie wrestling, and during the wedding, he punched one of the authority figures in TNA, and that's Santino. And then Matt Cardona says, "I don't work for you, blah, blah, blah." And then he threatened to do it again to Santino. So now Santino has evidence because the live audience heard it, and it's on camera. It's on live TV. So now he says he might press charges. Only he gave him the option. If you sign this contract to face PCO or PECO, that's what he calls him. He doesn't call it PCO. In Tampa, Florida, he won't press charges on him. And if you don't sign the contract, you go to jail. So Matt Cardona says, "I will look this thing through," and he took the contract, and he says, he told Santino, "You could trust me." Now remember, they were a team called Team Cobra in WWE back then. So it's weird to see them together again when they're, and it's not in WWE. And then, ladies and gentlemen, later of the show, Matt Cardona was looking at the contract. He says it's a great contract. He says he would do the match, but he wants to do another match. He wants a 6-person tag team match. PCO and somebody else, Rhino, and Zaya Brookside versus Matt Cardona and the Mystery Partners in a 6-person mixed tag team match. And he says after that match, he will face PCO next time. And then Santino likes the idea, so he's going to have it, and Matt Cardona signed the contract. And then Santino signed the contract. So we're going to have a 6-person tag team match, and we will find out who these Mystery Partners are. I have a bad feeling it might be Steph DeLander going to be doing this. I don't know, something's going to happen. But ladies and gentlemen, we can find out who was the guy was holding down PCO. There was two guys. There was two guys holding PCO down last week. When Matt Cardona went to Steph DeLander's hotel. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there, but we will find out who's the other guys. So we got some interviews, and we got beat up as well. Ladies and gentlemen, first match in the evening, we got NXT's Riley Osborne will be versing Chris Bay versus John Skyler in the qualified match for the Ultimate X match. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I like this kid from NXT, Riley Osborne. He's good in the ring. I wish NXT gives him more opportunity. I know he's part of Chase U, but why is he not getting more opportunities? Like, this kid is good, man. He's good. And the winner of that match is NXT's Riley Osborne. He's going to the Ultimate X match. And even Tom says this is the first time ever a WWE superstar is going to a Ultimate X match. We have former WWE superstars, and they know this match because they've been in multiple. But Riley Osborne never been in an Ultimate X match, and he's from WWE. Speaking of from WWE, we heard that next week, Johnny Gresham will be facing Charlie Dempsey. I did not know that. I never heard about it, but now we heard about it, and Charlie Dempsey will be back on TNA. So that's going to be interesting to see. We had a whole bunch of matches that got announced for next week. I believe Alicia Edwards will have a match with Rosemary. There was one match I will tell you guys more about when we get there. And we got Frankie because we have another qualified match. Lato Kid will be in one. Hammerstone, Frankie Kazarian, Jay Vidal. All those guys. I know there's 6 of them, and I don't think I named 6. But ladies and gentlemen, those guys are going to be in next week's qualified matches. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. For next match, we got Giselle Shaw versus Tasha Steelz. We have extra referees watching this match. Well, technically we have 3. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why Tasha Steelz tried to cheat. Santino made this stipulation. An extra referee is going to watch. So she tried to grab a weapon in front of a referee. That didn't work out. And then she tried to pin while holding the ropes, putting her feet on the ropes. That didn't happen. The referee pushed her feet off. So Giselle Shaw wins the match because Tasha Steelz thought it was a good idea to try to cheat in front of 3 referees. Yeah, that's not smart. You're supposed to have a match, not try to cheat in front of 3 referees. Yeah, I didn't understand that. And then we got Moose versus Mike Santana. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Moose thought he had a day off because he had tagged Mike Santana before the match. Him in the system attacked him in backstage. And then Alicia Edwards, the woman that won't stop talking, he really annoys me. Every heel woman gets annoying voice. Except for Liv Morgan, for some reason. Well, her laugh is a little annoying, but mostly every heel woman wants to act like a diva. Like, seriously. It gets annoying, and it hurts my ears. So, Alicia Edwards told Moose you have a day off until the lights go out, and Mike Santana came out and wants to do this match. He had to hurt ribs, he was holding his ribs, and he has this match. He did a good defense. But, of course, the help of the system, Moose gets the win. And then they were surrounding Mike Santana, the whole system. They were about to beat him up until Joe Hendry came out with a steel chair. And then he says, you made a lot of enemies. You made an enemy of Mike Santana, of me. And he says, Moose and JDC, you will have a tag team match next week with other 2 enemies that you made, the Hardy Boys. So the Hardy Boys will be in next week's match next week. And then we got Jason Hodge versus Rich Swann versus Ace Austin. There was a lot of interfering in this match. AJ Francis got tackled because Rich Swann got shoved into AJ Francis. And then AJ Francis storms off into around the ring and attacks Ace Austin and did a back suplex onto the apron. And then Chris Bay came out and did a springboard over the top ropes to attack AJ Francis. And then here comes John Skyler trying to help his partner Jason Hodge. And then Ace Austin got rolled up and Jason Hodge gets the win. He's going to be in the Ultimate X match. And guess what? John Skyler couldn't do what Jason Hodge do. Win a match. The guy has a big mouth. He talked trash about the fans and everybody else in his match, in his qualified match. And guess what? He couldn't win. But his teammate actually won. I know he won because of help. And John Skyler didn't get any help. But that guy won. I don't know why. So, yeah. I guess he's a better wrestler than this guy. John Skyler. We got Josh Alexander versus Nick Nevin for the world title. I thought it was a pretty decent match, but nobody won the match because a time limit draw. When did TNA ever had a time limit? I don't remember TNA ever had time limits. When did they ever have 30-minute time limit? I don't know. It's because we had 30 minutes of TV time and then they did it, or I don't know. I have no idea. I don't remember they had time limits. I remember they had it in the Iron Man matches, or any type of match that has time limits. But I don't remember a normal World Championship match has time limits. Normally, with AEW, they will announce when people are doing their entrances. And Justin Roberts announced this is a tag team match with a 20-minute time limit. The announcer did not say that in TNA. So I don't understand what happened. And then Nick Neville wants 5 more minutes. The fans want 5 more minutes. But Josh Alexander didn't. He will try to walk away. Nick Neville tried to put Josh Alexander back in the ring. He did. And then he got low-blowed by Josh Alexander. And Josh Alexander grabs the world title and talks trash to Nick Neville, putting the title in his face. And then that's the end of TNA. We still don't know a lot about Emergence. So yeah, we will find out. I think they have a couple more weeks for it. I think like August 30th, 31st. They don't have a world title match on Emergence. They don't have any. I believe they only have like 2 matches. The First Class getting a tag titles. I don't think that's got confirmed yet. But when I looked at the list of matches, they said First Class gets a title, and you see what happened in the Ultimate X qualifying match. Ace Austin is the one that shoved Red Swan into AJ Francis, so it could be that what it means, that they're getting a shot at the tag titles. They confirm a match before they even confirm it on TV. On Wikipedia. So that's that. And then they have the Ultimate X match. I already know who's in the match because they give us the last 2 guys in the match. I'm not telling you who's in the match. You might go on Wikipedia and check because they're all taped. So it's all taped shows. So everybody knows who wins what match. So, but I'm not going to do any spoilers. I'm going to wait until we get the match next week and tell you who wins. Yeah, I think that's it. I think another person from the Wild Samoans, I believe, passed away yesterday. So that's 2 Wild Samoans. That's both of them passed away. That sucks. And we've seen these guys like 2020, something like that, in the Thunderdome. When Roman Reigns won a Hell in a Cell match, I believe it was Hell in a Cell, against Jey Uso, and they were there to celebrate with him. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 2024, they passed away. That sucks. Sucks. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown. I will be watching Friday Night SmackDown tonight. And then I will be uploading a video tomorrow morning. That's what we do. That's how we do things. And I don't think there's no pay-per-view happening this weekend. I think they said 2 weeks away. August 25th, I think it is, for AEW's. And I think August 31st, or I think that's Bash in Berlin. One of those shows is in the end of August. So I don't know. I think it's Bash in Berlin. I was talking about. I don't know when Emergence is. I think normally they're on Fridays. So if it's on the last weekend of the August, it'll be August 30th. But I do not know when it is. But that's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Time is out. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.